Thank you for bringing this film to life. I love the story of Winnie the Pooh, Christopher Robin, and all his friends. When you set out to make this movie, day one, what was your vision? I know that's a broad question, but...
No, you know, to be honest, my vision is ultimately... Sorry, I started again.
It's okay, it's okay. Wow, I get to direct the director! This is so awesome!
You know, because I think that's so...
Dude,
you know,
we're leaving this!
I tell you the first story. I'm sitting with my daughter on a plane. She's watching her iPad, Winnie the Pooh cartoon. She looks over to me and says, Dad, can you just finally make a movie for me? I can't watch any of your movies. They're all too dark. They deal with zombies and other things. I don't want to watch them. And she's 6 years old. And I said, why don't we make that? And she said, yeah, make Pooh. And then 3 years later, here we are with Christopher Robin. So that my vision was to make a movie that everyone can enjoy, my daughter and I, because I'm always been dragged to movies that are for like kids. And I said, you know what? I like to see a movie I can enjoy, she can enjoy, and my mom can enjoy, and we all can go together. And that was my vision for this movie, that everybody can enjoy it.
My friend, you succeeded. That's my instant review for you. It really is for everybody. But you know, there had to have been challenges because everybody knows Winnie the Pooh, Christopher Robin, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet. I mean, we know these characters. As a director, is that challenging to make sure you just do it right?
Yeah, you have, but a healthy amount of pressure is nice to have, but there has never been a Winnie the Pooh live action movie. And I wanted to go back, for me it was like an origin story, going back to the original, like the shepherd drawings, and also taking the first animation drawings from Disney and combining those, and then basically coming up with a vision for Pooh that feels, you know, it feels like that the bear is well hugged, well used, and he's like, do you feel the wear and tear on these animals? It's very important. And I felt like, you know, once you feel that, it gives you this emotional connection, and you're adding Jim Cummings' voice to Pooh, that gives you this warm blanket of familiarity. Even you only have seen Pooh so far in an animated version.
Right.
Now you see him live action, but you give him the same actor. I thought it gives you this comfort level, and suddenly you see Pooh come alive, and you can connect with him.
Challenges to, and I'm using that word a lot because really it had to have been challenging to get these characters. How did you, I don't want to reveal too much, obviously, the movie magic, but the characters are there. They're interacting with Ewan and things like that. How did you pull that off?
So basically we have like, you know, I had in my office, I had all these fabrics. So we made a Pooh through the fabrics that we got him right, knitted the sweater, the red one, put him on Pooh, and then basically I had like this little corset around Pooh with a stick. And then we moved Pooh around how I blocked the scene, and Ewan was interacting with him. And I hired a young actor out of drama school who sort of resembled these Poohisms, and I had him act with Ewan. Then we took and we shot that sort of like we call it a stuffy pass, like with the stuffed animal, the stuffy pass, and then we removed Pooh, and then we shot a clean pass to then reanimate Pooh into that pass. And the clean pass was the important part, that the lighting is right, and there was always the pressure that the light is right, and then Pooh, and often obviously with this Pooh and Ewan, sometimes you know Ewan was acting when he had really the Pooh with him, and you can look at something, you have an eye contact, and you interact with him, and and sometimes the performance is great, but then he has to redo it with no Pooh. And that's much harder because for him to convey the same emotion, to connect with something, but now there's nothing there, it's very hard.